Yo, YouTube, what's the word, family? What's the word, y'all? My legion, y'all locked in with me? We back. Foot on neck until further notice. You hear me? I don't care all summer until we hit this lick, y'all. Until we hit this lick. We came too far for anyone to tarnish our mission, to throw dirt on our mission, to dishonor our mission. 10 toes with this shit, man. Real rap. I don't know who here with me, but it's alright though. It's late. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna go over to my X profile. Matter of fact, before we even go to the X profile, we're gonna look at the basics. Right now we're gonna look at the stocks to see what's going on over there since we're having such a good day today. So I see Tesla doing green. Barrick Mining Company. What is this? All right. So it's a mining company. I'm about to go back over to my watch list. Going back over to the watch list. So the watch list is doing fairly well. But I see the gold. I see gold taking a dip right now. Still, gold is still holding its strength on the month. On the 3 month, still holding. On the 5 day, still holding. Gold is looking super strong right now for us to have such a green day. This is showing me that there's not much commitment. I'm pretty sure they're just hedging themselves, probably buying that dip right now. But since I'm not seeing gold really take a tumble right now, this is pretty much telling me that we still have a chance to buy, even though that we are seeing these green days. Since I don't see much commitment, I'm pretty sure we could probably follow a block trade principle. When I say block trade principle, pretty much we're trading in a certain region. We're gonna look at that later, but I just want to look at the gold and the stocks right now just to try to see if I see anything super different, any abnormalities, if you will. So the yen is doing okay. The dollar's still weak right now, but that's good though. If I was anybody, I would be buying the dollar to hedge myself because once this thing turn around, you feel me, pretty much like it's buying the red to get ahead for the dollar. But I know everyone is scared of the dollar because the dollar's collapsing and whatnot. So with the dollar showing as weak as it is, I feel like the Feds have like no choice but to cut on that money printer to strengthen the dollar. But we all know that the money printer doesn't really do nothing for nobody. So buy the red to get ahead, y'all. Buy the red to get ahead. Um, it's going to be glorious, y'all. We just gotta lock in. But other than that, stocks looking pretty good. Gold is still looking strong. Not really seeing much commitment on the gold tip. Not seeing much commitment on the gold tip of selling gold. That's what I really want to see. I want to see this 3 month weak, this monthly chart weaker, even the 5 day weaker. It's like it's holding up pretty strong, even though the market's taking a strong spike to the upside. Let me go over to the X. So some wise words from the king, our commander in chief, our leader, the one that's leading us through all this chaos. Look, once we hit this lick, just know that we all indebted to Trump, to the Trump family, because hope you know after we get this money, if you ain't in, it's curtains. But um, on a more serious note, I'm glad that we locked it in with the UK. Shout out to the UK. My teacher is from the UK. I learned a lot from him these last couple years. The the samurai, the swordsman, Trader's Reality. You feel me? He's from the UK, and I'm glad that we locked it in with the UK with some good trading deals. I don't know I don't really know the specifics of the trading deals, but I know that how Trump moves, like, just like he moves swiftly with the Bitcoin reserve, he definitely moves swiftly with the UK and locked it in with them. And I feel like the morale is high, and I feel like this is like the beginning of the glory days. You feel me? But let me cut this joint off so OG could speak. Like, now, I mean, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for the little tune they got playing in the background.
This morning, I'm thrilled to announce that we have reached a breakthrough trade deal with the United Kingdom. It's a very special day because it's Victory Day, World War II, May 8th. This is incredible that that day is the same day that we signed a tremendous trade deal for both countries. With this deal, the UK joins the United States in affirming that reciprocity and fairness is an essential and vital principle of international trade between our two countries will soon be stronger than ever before.
With this President, this Prime Minister, we've managed to achieve what many people have tried to achieve for many years. It feels completely historic.
You've done what you said you would do. You said to the Prime Minister that you would do a good trade deal with the United Kingdom, that you would do it at pace, and that we would be first. And you have delivered that. You've been true to your word. So thank you very much.
And they deserve that. You feel me? They deserve that, man. Shout outs to the UK, man. Definitely want to go over to the UK. I need some UK drip. You feel me? But let's continue, guys. Shout out to Sensei. So he's pointing out all the golden crosses. You feel me? Y'all see this is 2021. This is a 2021 bull run. Let me zoom down a little bit. 2021 golden cross. Bitcoin went crazy. 2017 bull run, golden cross, Bitcoin went crazy. Now we over here, we just got our golden cross. Let Bitcoin run its course. You feel me? Let Bitcoin run its course. Once we hit this lick, it's all gonna be worth it, you guys. Just, none of this is financial advice, but you can definitely learn a lot from my videos and make it a part of your own arsenal. That way, this video is not a hype video. We're going to cover other tokens, useful tokens that you actually should have in your portfolio to, actually, incorporate some stability, because being in the meme coin, you are kind of out the risk curve. We're kind of far out the risk curve, but being on Ethereum token with a token named Elon, with the type of momentum we put in early in the year on this end of the cycle, I feel like you're in the right place. But crypto doesn't only revolve around Elon. After we get this win, it's better to educate yourself on other branches of the cryptocurrency space. But if you're a newbie, welcome. I know it could get a little scary, but we're gonna take it slow. You feel me? We're gonna chill, vibe out. Make sure you get your drink, your smoke, whatever you do. You know, move how you move. You feel me? But yeah, let's keep it rolling. Shout out to Sensei. So let me blow this up a little bit if it allow me. So these are the Bitcoin cycles from 2012 all the way to now. I'm gonna go over to the 2019 2021 bull run. You feel me? They got into that box, they spiked. You feel me? Once we got into that box, we spiked. You feel me? We just got out the boring zone. You feel me? Once we get up here, don't you see that retracement? Once we get up there, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to go into phase two. We're going to look for a small put. Like, once we get up there, we're definitely going to swap out for USDC. This is the plan to go into phase two for the new guys. You'll learn about phase two in a second. But for the OGs, we're definitely waiting for this John to turn up to go up there. You feel me? We're going to roll over to phase two. That way we have a good amount of cryptos. We know the flow of things. That way we can aim our level twos, our phase two money glitch with precision and just not, just going to any token that we have in our watch list. Now we got our watch list in a certain rotation. You feel me? Or a certain, and I'm not really going to say a certain narrative because right now the narrative, I would say the narrative right now is really gaming and yes AI, but in our case we're using the AI. We're going to use the AI. All right. Yeah, I mean we're going to use the AI and ride the narrative of gaming because most people, most DJs play video games. Like we all game, you feel me? And if we're going to be, in this crypto world, like it would be nice to be able to video game and earn crypto while you're video gaming. But we need PCs, the UE, um, the UE, the SUI play, and all of that. But for right now, we just going to take it one day at a time and wait for the Bitcoin bull run to fully commence because I know most of us are getting money right now, but still kind of, you know, depends what you bought. You feel me? But I know I'm still kind of negative in Dogelon Mars, but I'm still buying the red as I if I can, when I can. You should do the same because once this ship really take off, it's on you. You can't say you wasn't warned. But yeah, y'all see there is another leg coming. You feel me? There's one more leg coming. Just just chill. If y'all see a pullback, buy it. If you're still negative, buy it. Buy the red. If your project is red, if you're losing money in that project, buy it. If you're not losing money in the project, don't touch it. If you bought the floor, you bought the floor. It is what it is. Just to save yourself the frustration if you just got here. Um, let me so again from Crypto Rover. So over here is the 2013 2014 bull run. As y'all see, one hand, one hand, that's level one. One hand, one hand, that's level two. One hand, we ain't get to that, we ain't get to that third hand. We way down here. Allow Bitcoin to get there. You feel me? If you survive this little retracement, like just think about it. I don't understand why anyone was remotely afraid within a retracement within a bull run. But then again, most people ain't got the compass. We do. So we are like we knew since last year that it's just a retracement. It's ugly, but it's just a retracement. Like you got to deal with retracements to get rich in this world. Unless I mean, you ain't gonna get rich working a 9 to 5. So the choice is yours. But yeah, we got this in the bag. We got this in the bag. Bitcoin hitting a new high for sentiment over the past 12 months. So, yeah, I remember when we hit 100K probably a couple months ago. We hit 100K and no one was excited. It was like it's 100K, but we wanted more. And then we hit that 110, and then we started going down, and then we went down, and then we hit that like that 76K. You feel me? And then everyone started crying. Everyone started blaming Trump, and you know, just getting disrespectful. Whatever. Now, whoever survived, now that you know what I mean, that 100K definitely hit different now. Yeah, Crypto Rover. Yeah, talk your shit. Yeah, yeah. But nah, I mean, those that still here is gonna make the bag. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, that 100K definitely feel better right now. Like, nah, I mean, you don't really enjoy it when you first get it, but now since we're back here, it feel better. It do feel better, but like it feel good because we held. It feels good when you hold, but you got to know when to sell. Don't get caught up in the mix. Shout out to Dogelon Mars. So I guess you could go vote in the Dow. So there could possibly be a Binance listing. You know, I mean Binance, a Coinbase listing. So like now, I mean, should Dogelon should Dogelon Mars build our next base on base? So y'all let me know. Let me give base a follow. Let me give base a follow. Like y'all go follow base. Hopefully we could get a some type of listing within the next couple months. I don't know. I'll take either one. I'll take Coinbase. I'll take Binance. Shiba Inu got both. Why can't we? You know. But yeah, it's all gonna be glorious, you guys. You just gotta, you just gotta wait your turn. Just gotta wait your turn and buy the red, man. Just gotta buy the red. So Captain got his feet kicked up for the weekend. Get some rest, G. I feel you. Shout out to Crypto Rover. Retail capitulated. They pretty much did. Now altcoins are about to explode. It's that simple. Altcoin season is here. Y'all see it. Bullish cross in oversold territory. That's a basketball underwater. Y'all already see what the markets is looking like, and look how much data. People are getting euphoric, and we didn't even fully recover yet. What happens? How imagine what the portfolio gonna look like when we fully recover and take flight. You guys don't get caught up in the mix. You feel me? Y'all know when that pump come. Y'all know where to, you know what I mean, swipe to, because now it's time to start grinding. Because if I recall, teach Raw Paul, right? There's supposed to be one more push after this one, but me personally, I'm going to take my money out. Well, not take. I'm going to swap over to USDC just for good caution, because it's about making money and not really, you know, getting caught up holding the bag. You know what I mean? But we gonna see where we at in the rainbow chart to see if we can actually judge to see if there's gonna be one more pump. You know what I mean? But we're definitely waiting for this next leg up. I ain't gonna hold you. But you see how this joint built up? Like, look, it wasn't a straight shot up there. Like, we just looking at this and then we look at this. But it went up. They caught some red bars. You know what I mean? They caught some red bars. So it's not going to be a straight shot, but just stay locked in, y'all. That's the best thing I could tell you right now. It's just stay locked in, because you don't want to be caught up in the mix, or else you're going to be here for a whole nother cycle. And we're not doing that. All right. So this is the Bitcoin M2 money chart. So Bitcoin is the black line, right? And the M2 money supply is the blue line. So the M2 money supply is pretty much the dollars that we all use. that Jones going up, and we usually follow because we're Bitcoin. Bitcoin usually follows the money supply. This is the grand scheme of things. This is all. But it looks like we gotta catch up, and it looks like that's a nice size gap. So it feels like there's about to be some big money, some big moves about to happen. Right now, being at this time in the market, it's best to just start DCAing now because this is the perfect time. Like I don't really know your money situation, but just DCAing is probably the best situation for now because everything is still cheap, even though the market is green. Ironically, I know, right? But still, volatility comes. So, who knows? Can we have a pullback? Yeah, but then again, it is a V-shaped recovery, so it's any man's guess. I don't want to tell you one thing and the market does the other, but if you want to know my personal opinion, I'm feeling very, very good about the market right now. Like I've been feeling good about it. It's just a waiting game, and the best thing you could do is buy on red days. That's the best thing I could tell you, even though it's not financial advice. Um, Now I'm about to take you. I'm about to give you the compass. There's two halves. There's an Ethereum half and a Bitcoin half. I'm gonna start with the Bitcoin half. That way you can recognize it because the Bitcoin half has halvings, and the halvings are the blue lines. As you see, they're evenly spaced. That's every 4 years. What else happens every 4 years? A presidential election. That way you know that this joint is about to get started. But most of us probably been in before the presidential election. It's blue line, get rich. Blue line, get rich. Blue line, get rich. Blue line. There's no get rich because we ain't get to that orange region yet. And look at that, like clockwork. Nah, I mean, like clockwork, Bitcoin is climbing out the green region on our compass, working its way back into the yellow region, on our way to some light orange. Hopefully, hopefully, we got to go to the charts to see if apply the block trade principle just to see if we hit any resistance because we did slow down at 104,000, keeping it a beam. But anyway, it's looking really good. It's looking really good. I can't wait for us to really break out this yellow region, you guys. But for right now, buy it while you can. And look, you're buying a hold. Yes, it's not still cheap anymore. Yes, it's not accumulate, but you're buying a hold. That's that's good. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like these prices are not gonna last here pretty much longer because of one popularity. Like people know what's going on, and that's what you got me for, because I know what's going on, and I got a notebook. I got a notebook, and I'm keeping track of everything that moves. At least most of them. At least most of them. Now you go over to your other side of your compass. Won't you look at that? Playing out perfectly. Nice little V-shaped recovery. I remember when we were down here. You feel me? I remember when we were down here. You know, they had to break out the nasty the nasty tokens to try to keep y'all hooked, man. That's a bad job. It's a bad job. But anyway, but anyway, we recovering naturally. You feel me? We're recovering naturally. And we go get this money in a clean and classy way with honor and dignity. Now, Definitely bookmark that inside your phone. The Bitcoin rainbow chart and the Ethereum rainbow chart is your compass to navigate you for the rest of your life. That way you don't ever need me again after this Bitcoin bull run is over. But I'll most likely still be around because there's a lot of there's so much money to get. Like, you know what I mean? It's so much money to get. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm probably like I'm old. I'm probably gonna fall back to the shadows where I belong. But for right now, we're gonna learn together. Uh, but yeah, it's looking really good. Like, and also, I'm about to show y'all a video. These people don't want y'all to win. It could all be so simple. You would think someone that's elderly would embrace the youth and the technology that's going to help them win to keep the bloodline flowing and strong and not weak. But they go against the grain. But let me show you. Like I feel like this is extremely childish, um, not called for, especially when you got the commander in chief pushing the situation to help everyone get ahead. But I'm pretty sure these are the same people that sold us out to China. I don't even know if I got this drawn on.
I want to be really clear and set the record straight today. Through her actions today, the ranking member has thrown partisanship into what has historically been a strong, good, working bipartisan relationship. For those of you that may not know, we held a similar hearing.
This committee activity will be
intro before it gets a little dicey. Take a look.
will come to order. I note that today's committee activity will be
Object
viewed.
to this joint hearing pursuant to the House rules, and I do not consent.
May I ask the basis for the objection from the ranking member?
This joint hearing requires unanimous consent, and I do not consent.
Mr. Chairman, I would ask if the lady would yield for a question. I understand your objection, or I understand that you've made it. I just want to get a better insight into what is the basis of your objection, so that if there's something that we can do to remove that problem, we can work in good faith to do so.
I object to this joint hearing because of the corruption of the President of the United States and his...
Yeah, this is why we keeping it clean over here, because they want any angle to take us all down. If Trump fall, we all fall. Straight like that. They want us to work forever with no way out. And they're willing to sell us to China. It's them people that want to sell us to China. And that's how I see it. Anyone that's not cooperating right now for the better good of the world to get along and get money and trade well really want us to die slow. And that's how I feel. She wants me to die slow. She doesn't want my daughter to be able to go to a prestigious school. She doesn't want nothing for you and your kids. She wants you to own nothing and be happy. When it doesn't have to be like that anymore. There's enough money to flow around.
his ownership of crypto and his oversight of all the agencies. I object.
All right, so of course that is none other than
Shit, man.
Miss Maxine Waters. And this is just the beginning, guys. It gets even more interesting right here. Here is where Maxine just goes full Maxine. Take a look.
Does the ranking member insist upon her objection?
I insist, and I'd like everyone to join me in CVC room 217, Trump's crypto corruption.
The ranking member's objection to the meeting is heard. We'll now move on to a round table.
May I be heard on the objection? Never in American history has a sitting president so blatantly violated the ethics laws.
I asked the ranking member. The gentleman was offered a moment to comment. The gentleman was offered a moment to comment on the objection. The gentleman is no longer recognized.
$2.9 billion
The gentleman is no longer recognized. You will be recognized.
Man, that's enough. That's all y'all need to see. But this man needs a medal and a raise because what? Like, y'all don't have that aptitude to keep up? What's wrong? You don't have to be a part of it if you don't want to. Just, let us pave our own way if that's the case. But like, sheesh, you know what I mean? But yeah, you guys, after we hit this lick, you need to go find the swordsman. His name is Zach Humphreys. You go follow Zach Humphreys. You go to his page. Hold up, let me. Go to his page, right? You go to XTalgo. That's the AI trading glitch. It's XTalgo. Boom. You go to the website. Nah, I mean, you're gonna need some money to download this joint. Those the prices. I feel like every price is fair for your use case. You know what I mean? But you're going to have a lot of USDC to be able to attack the markets. All right. And if you really want to go down the rabbit hole, you feel me? You go to the swordsman. This is what I'm saying from the swordsman. It's from UK. You feel me? Traders Reality. You should go give him a follow on YouTube. Give him a follow on this joint too. You go to his website. Like, I can't wait till I have the free time. I can't wait till I have the free time to really like study the markets. You feel me? Like, that's what I want to do. But I'm killing myself for pennies on the dollar. Remember, those people have a plan for you. I hope you have your own plan. I'm willing to share my own plan with y'all because I'm going to feel bad once this joint is done. I'm going to feel bad because I'm going to be getting money. And we all could be getting money together. Like, we all at different levels in life, and that's cool. That's cool. It's fine. But we all need to stay afloat or climb higher. And me, I could go up a little higher, personally. But for those that just need, because me personally, I can't work a job and do the trading glitch because I'm usually off the grid. There's no service where I'm at. So I gotta go hard or go home. Most of y'all could probably, y'all probably got service at y'all job. Y'all could probably run it up until y'all could, move out. But I've been here for a while, so I need to get the fuck out. I'm sorry. Look, man, I'm buying the red as it comes, yo. I'm buy the red to get ahead, man. Y'all see where we at? Y'all see what Ethereum doing? We need to get up here. All right. Once we get up here, we get what we need. We probably get what we need probably somewhere in here or up here. But if it's really a two-level joint, right? We're probably going to go to mid orange and then top orange. But either way, if we get we gotta break where the charts at. How about that? Let's do some price predictions. Let's pull up the charts. Yeah, we do TA over here. I be forget. I be forgetting. I be forgetting because Peanut had a run the last couple of days. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me look. I'm looking at Bitcoin first. Gotta look at Bitcoin. Well, I'm sorry. I'm over here looking at. But anyway, we're at a 71 greed. Out of the blue, it's nice. Enjoy the green days, but it ain't. I ain't selling nothing. Like waiting for a pullback, whatever. That's just how I'm coming. Like you can't get emotional about this stuff. Like it's either you're going to make the move or not. Right now, I'm waiting for a move over our recent our recent highs, which is about you know I forget like 609. What the hell? This joint just went to. Oh. So on the week, we up 7% on the week on Bitcoin. Nice move. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a nice move. But I want to take a closer look. I'm bullish. But it is May. What's gonna happen, man? May go away in full effect. Are you ready? What's gonna happen? But yeah, man. DCA, y'all. Real rap. Yeah, on the month we got that bullish cross on the stock RSI. Then we got the cross too up here on the regular RSI, but we are really close to overbought territory. So that joint could go crazy. I see this joint back here in 2021 where my cursor is. Y'all see how big that joint went up? So yeah, it could get good on a week. On a week, it's looking really bullish too. It's looking like we could still continue to go up. Bears are close. but I'm seeing maximum strength in the stock RSI on the weekly. So the monthly's bullish and the weekly's bullish. Even the daily's bullish. I mean, like it looks like the bears is going to catch us on the day because we're so overbought on the stock RSI and we're overbought on the regular RSI on the day, but it's showing strength and it's Friday. Like usually on a Friday, it's looking like it's going to go down over the weekend. So once Monday hit, it's probably going to start trading higher, yo. So I advise everyone to get your hustle on and try to DCA over the weekend just to cover yourself. And if it go down, just know that you said to yourself, like, all right, I'm just going to pull down my price average if it does come down, but I'm not going to hold you. It looks like Bitcoin about to rip ass. But let me get this. I mean, I would say, all right, it is what it is. It's not always pretty. So we clearly see what our resistance is. Our resistance is 104,000. So if we can't break through that this weekend, if we're not pretty much, if we're not going through 104,000 this weekend or Monday, we might come back down to 96 and keep trading around. But this is the weekly, you feel me? But we could, no, I mean, we could just continue to trade around, but why not? You feel me? There's a lot of people that bought this top. You feel me? If this drawing don't hold, we could probably, come down and find support around like, 96. You feel me? And if 96 don't hold, we'll probably fall somewhere, we'll probably fall somewhere down here to really scare people. You feel me? Because I am expecting trading around, volatility going into the summer, especially if May doesn't play out to be what I want it to be. You feel me? So you probably be like, are you selling? No, I'm not selling nothing. You feel me? I just, I dollar cost average because I never know when it could rip. That's the thing about me. That's the main thing about investing in crypto. You never know when it's actually going to rip. So you feel me? I don't try to have too much in USDC. You know what I mean? But yeah, I watch out for, a 96, 87 if it get bad. Nah, I mean, but if we break through that 104,000, yeah, game on. Because we're really not far from our all-time highs. We're really not. I mean, the way we moved within the last week is crazy. So, that weekly candle, like if we put in another one of those, I don't even know how. I don't even know how. Nah, I mean, 10%. I can't even snatch it. I knew it. I mean, if we put in another 10% candle, that'll put us at $115,000 next week. It's possible. It's May. That'll be a new all-time high. Now we got to go to Ethereum because now Ethereum really got to put on the boosters. Ethereum got to show out now because we're setting history in the last 4 years. Like Ethereum making the news, y'all. Yeah, we at 2,300. Nice to see. But ironically, we're still under support because the support is really 2,400 unless it changed. Let's go take a look though. All right. Yeah. Just like I remember 2,400 and it's our resistance? No. No. Oh, you guys. Next couple weeks, man. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. But if not, we are in a trading blocks. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Let me see. This is the month. Okay. They kind of look the same. Kind of look the same. Like, we could go back down to like 2000. I would like to see like 2018 hold, but it could get ugly because it always gets ugly in crypto. We could hit like 18,000. Or Ethereum could climb higher, considering its strength and considering the dilution in the market, because we do have new up and coming superpowers. I would say let's get Ethereum back to definitely over. We gotta get over 2,400. This is yeah, yeah. That can't even do it though. One fell swoop. One fell swoop, you guys. 1 month. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, yeah, we got rejected at our support. It's nice to see the strength there, but we got rejected at our support. We gotta break through that support. We gotta lock in until further notice. You feel me? We gotta lock in. It is what it is, though. Yeah, we gotta see what ETH gonna do. Yeah, it got rejected at the 382. And that's not even in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. ETH got to break through this to be not micro bearish. It's the beginning of the V-shaped recovery, but most likely it's going to play out. I like the strength. Um, Remember, like ETH, pretty much built everything that we pretty much know about crypto. Besides Bitcoin, of course. And another thing about Ethereum, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it about Ethereum. This is why Ethereum is going to be the best asset in the world besides Bitcoin. Even though I'm a Bitcoin maxi, but I always like the glass. I see the glass half full. And what happens when Bitcoin actually dries up? Listen, what happens when Bitcoin actually dries up? Because that's the talk of the town, right? Where else are they going to go? Where else is there going to be trust? It's only going to be within Ethereum. There will be other tokens, of course, but Ethereum is locked in there for life. You know, just be locked in, man. Remember, Microsoft is building infrastructure within Ethereum, and Microsoft is like a forever, like going to be here forever, going to help us grow as a civilization. Isn't Ethereum doing the same thing, helping us grow as a civilization? But yeah, that's pretty much it, yo. Y'all still 018 in the chat. EVG. Yo, what's the word, man? Jake, what's the word? Visual, what's the word, G? Metaphor. Man, I know we gonna be up. It's time to grow, take flight. Bitcoin hits 400K. Everything else. Yo, Bitcoin hits 40. Yo, 400K. I'm saying like Bitcoin gonna hit about like. Let me see what the compass look like. I don't know. I'm saying like a buck 70, like 170, maybe 200. But if it go to 400, if it go to 400, like that's crazy. This cycle, that's crazy. I'm not trying to be caught holding the bag. That would be crazy. That's the game plan. I'll do all time high. Oh, I'm late as hell. Oh, y'all been talking the whole time. Yeah, I'm talking the whole time. Hold up. What's Dogelon going to hit? I'm starting with 1-0, and then I'm going to work from there. I'm starting with 1-0, Dayton. It's possible that it's possible. Me personally, I'm saying that joint going to hit about, if everything goes perfectly, that joint going to hit about like a five, like a 505, like a 50, like if we could get a good 507, that would be lit. You feel me? A 507 would be good. You know what I mean? And then you could just run it up from there. Native one, what's the word, G? Yeah, facts, bro. If we eat 3 zeros, I mean, like, y'all already know what to do. But, like, that next move, I mean, like, technically, we would have to do it. We would have to sell at the top, and then once it go down, we would have to buy it again. But, we, I don't even think our money even moves shit, for real, for real. I ain't going to. Uh-oh, it's the muffin. Well, you guys, listen. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Oh yeah, I gotta go get her. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Um, until next time, another one.